Alright guys, we're jumping into another set 11 TFT. So we're starting this video a little different. I'm going to show you guys some pages I like to use. We're going to get rid of that one. That one's no good. So we got the video queuing up in the background. We're just going to go over some stuff here. Shut this down, Lux. I'd recommend this site to anyone that doesn't have this. This is normally playing on my second monitor. If you don't have another monitor, you can keep this on your phone, just pull it up. This is a very good reference guide. I don't use this as much as I used to at the beginning of the game, but now that, like, if I need a reference, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm missing something here. What would, like, okay, I don't have this, you know, what else could I plug into this? This is a very good template. So it shows you your metas. These are normally going to be very contested. I've played B and C tier comps and done very well with them just because these A and S tiers are so competitive and they play so many of the same units. So this is videos for people that are in like gold and silver. People have reached out to me recently. I usually wait for a couple people to reach out before I do a video like this. These are just some tips and tricks I've learned along the way, and I'll try to apply them to a game for you. So say you're in yes tier, you get like a good opener. You get like a couple Garens, a Sivir, and a... Or not, that's a bad example. That's Storied Champion. There we go. So say you start off, you get a couple Garens, a Sivir, and a Ribbon. Oh, hello. You can look at this and be like, okay, I have a good like opener for Story Weaver. Where'd you go? Sorry, guys. So I have a good opener for Story Weaver. Over here, it shows you recommended augments. So these are the things you could be looking for. Obviously, this isn't like the tell-all, you must play this. It gives you like a general guideline of like what you should be looking for in stage 2, 3, and 4. This, I think, is almost one of the most important things here. The people behind this are Dish Soap, which is one of the best players in NA, and Froden, which is huge in the TFT community. They combined forces. They made this for you. This is very informative. If you ever find yourself just blanking out and you're like, oh, what should I be doing right now? This is like, hey, stage 2, find your Story Weaver openers. Carry Zyra, go for red kill. This needs to be updated because right now they're trying to say go for green kill. But we go for red kill first option since Cal gets plenty of AP. They're mixing this up right now because this is like a free Sunder. So they're going green, blue, blue. I've played this before. It's actually pretty good. Stage 3. Okay, now we're looking for our 5 Story Weavers and upgrades. Eventually replace Zyra with a 2-star Zoe. Perfect. Now you're going to be putting your items on Zoe. There's your carry. If you can't hit that, Zyra's still fine. They're just recommending Zoe, right? Stage 4. Hey, now we're looking for our 7 Story Weavers. If you do not have a Story Weaver crest by then, the chance of you getting one on a carousel are very low. What I'd recommend is be playing your Sivir. You're going to have to play 7 Story Weavers. Play your Sivir with items you're going to put on Aurelia and keep a single star Sivir or a 2-star Sivir on your bench to swap over after. We're going to close this. We're going to get back to the game. So we're going to show you... Oh, we're starting off at level 3. I'm going to show you some things I use here to actually... my knowledge in the actual game. That didn't come out right, guys. So I had a little brain fart there. So some of the tricks of the trade. So right now off the bat, I'm going to be playing Garen. Yay! I start for level 3. They all go out. Cool. I actually don't really like this encounter. It's bad if you're playing like Copper Reroll. So right off the bat on the game, and like I said, this video only applies to people that are like struggling. If you're in silver, you're gold. If you're new, you're coming back. These are tips and tricks to, you know, consider, right? Always trying to play my strongest board. Right now we're in PvE, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to sell a Garen. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. That's lucky. So if I were playing this comp right now and I had more money, I'd be like, okay, I got a Behemoth, pick up a York, I have the Kha'Zix, but I got 2 Threshes, I don't have the money to buy those. We have a potent... Man, we're getting some really good drops here. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing this. We're going to clear that. So I'm seeing... Why did I grab you? Oh, Heavenly, right? There's our actual opener for this team comp. And actually, let's get away from... Let's get away from... No, we'll keep the Jannas. That's too good to be true. So I'm always trying to play my strongest board, guys. Obviously, right now, it doesn't matter. We're doing our PvE. I'm kind of separating 2 different team comps I could play. You're just a floater. And I'm always trying to look at my strongest board. Story Champion, 2-star Garen off the gate. Okay. Duelist Crest, 3's Company. I usually take that. Buried Champion, Wandering Trainer. That's always fun. So if I were to look at my augments, I'm like, what do I pick? I would go to this page here. This is the augment calculator page on Mobilytics. You can type in any augment you want, like whatever it is. It'll show you the average placement, the pick rate, how many wins it is, if it's optimal. The lower the average placement, the better. There's a lot more information to go into on that. We need to scout. I want to make sure no one else is playing Storied Champions. So we got a mulch player. Don't have to worry about him. Don't have to worry about them. Not worry about them. Not going to worry about them. They're mythics. Lucky Paws. Okay, we're clear for Garen. Ah, we got it. I don't really care about this round. Okay, so now knowing that I'm playing a Garen comp, what I could do, I'm gonna duck in between, right? So like, if I want to do this, I usually have this on my second monitor. We're gonna go here and like, okay, we're playing Storied Champion. We've guaranteed we want to play to commit to that. Here's the units I should be playing as recommended. You don't have to follow us to the T, guys. It's a recommendation. But saying, yeah, go full Wardens. I'm probably gonna ignore that early. Collect as many Garens as possible, make econ as possible. It's telling you what to do in stage 2, 3, and 4. It's like, hey, you should be looking for doing this. This right here is a very strong suggestion. Read your stage 2, 3, and 4s. Augments over here, very strong suggestion. These are tried, tested, and true. Very good augments. Back to our game. That's usually on my second monitor. I wouldn't be scrolling in and out, right? So I'm not going to be playing what they want me to play because I'm stubborn like that. We're going to play you. I don't see any advantage to Invoker right now. But I will play you. And I am going to sell you. I see no point to you. Probably going to have to play you as well. Alright. So if I want to do what they're saying, I just start plugging in Wardens, right? Start dealing my Garen. We want you. You. Who's the Warden over here? You. And you, right? There's your 6 Wardens. And then you can plug and play after that. What I like to do is I'll come over here and I'll be like, do I have any synergies that play into this? Sivir, Lux, Aphelios, Tom, Kench, Morgana. I think I can cut Exalted in this, make it bigger, Garen. So I'm always looking at like what everyone else is playing. I'm scouting. Obviously, we got really lucky with the Storied Champions, so we can kind of manipulate our board a little bit. Normally, if these weren't 2 Garens, I'd sell these 2 single units to get myself to 20 gold for the interest, but that's okay. Nothing here I really want to play. Some people might try to starve me on Garen. That's really popular in my division. People are like, oh, he's playing Garen. They'll just start buying him. So you have less chance of getting them. That's okay, though. We're staying broke. I don't care. I want to loss streak a little bit. I know he's going to pop off. I have no items I can really play to make this team comp any better. No items, like no units in here that are going to make my team comp any stronger. And we can loss streak and collect all his gold. I'm staying at level 4 as long as possible because I get this 55% chance to hit my Garens. So it's just kind of sailing right now, guys. I'm going to try to tell you guys as many tips and tricks as I know, but it's really hard to do when you're playing Storied Garen because it's kind of like very set out. No. Okay. So my client will actually cut out a bit of my bottom of my shop here just for you guys. You guys will see that. Sorry. We'll go back to game mode after this. But what am I playing? Do you like Titans on him? I'm gonna grab that actually first though. So here's what I'm thinking if I want to manipulate this board. Turf you. We're gonna play Morgana. Where's Morgie? Morgana. We're gonna play Lux. Sivir. Zyra. Zoe. Flowey. 3, 4, 3, 3. I'm gonna have to try to bump one of these somehow. And we're gonna go with this. So once again, I'm like completely ignoring the meta. I'll probably pay the price for it. I'm gonna try to cut in Exalted. This is what I like to do. Extra damage on a beefy Garen never did no wrong, right? No. How did I win that last round? Brutal. So much for loss streaking. Now I could have leveled and put a unit up, but once again that dips me below my 30 gold. And there's no guarantees I'd have a good unit that's worth putting out right now. So now because I see Zoe, I can actually put that level out now. Get a little bit more of a boost. And then I'm going to try to find another Warden. How many Exalteds do we have? Just the one? Okay, so go back over here. We can go back to our page. We'll go over to TFT Academy. What should I be doing in stage 2? Collect Garens, make as much econ as possible. Blue streaking is viable. That's what I'm working on. Stage 3, what am I going to be looking for? Roll on level 4 on 3-1 to 30 to 40 gold, roll above 50 for the rest of the stage. This plays with a lot of your reroll comps. This will be the same stage 3 for all of them. So, then we go back to the game. It's that easy, guys. It's really that easy. I have no reason to spend any money right now. I shouldn't even have really leveled up. I could have stayed lower and just stayed on a loss streak and tried to hit more Garens. I went from 55 to 45, so I put myself at a disadvantage by leveling up there, even though I put out an additional unit. Yeah, you were initially part of my team comp, so we're going to play you over you for now. And yuck. Need more Wardens. Keep our 40 gold, no point to roll in here. You always want to try to like maintain your gold threshold, so 30, 40, 50. And when you roll down for units or leveling up, try never to dip below 30. Statistically, I don't know who came up with this. Some player way better than myself, years before my time. Realized if you dip below 30, it's a lot harder. It takes you a lot longer to get your econ back in line than if you were just to maintain a 30 gold at all times. Yeah, so I just follow that. It's tried, tested, and true. We gotta get rid of this freaking unit. Okay, so I have a duplicator for my Garen. They don't start hitting. Man, we're just not hitting right now.
Of the past.
Might be doing a story result game. Interesting. Probably put you over here. And my items are not really what I want them to be yet. Let's go back to what they're suggesting. Just so you guys have a train of thought. I'm sure you guys have all seen Garen. Yeah, okay, that's pretty basic. This changes all the time. I've seen that Garen build that they recommend for Garen change like 5 times over in the last week and a half, I swear. No, Garen, no! This is a really nice team comp. I already know what they're doing.
From the shadows, the home team strikes.
Wow! I like this little birthday hat guy, man. This guy's jamming. He's jamming right now. Look at him. Got his little magic wand going on. Something fun. Little party penguin. This is so dumb. Ugh. Big old stretch. Pandora's, that's probably good for me. Combat caster. Once again, I can go back here and be like, what are they suggesting? Obviously, I know this inside note, but like this is what they would suggest. Like, hey, look for these if you don't know what to build. Gifts from the Fallen. I'm not gonna do that, honestly. Raining gold, not gonna do. I'm gonna be greedy here and go for my items. I want to guarantee that I actually get the items I want on this unit. So right there, I know that's a big play for us. Hello. We'll do a Titans on you because I'm a big fan of Titans on you. And I need a Warden, so I can actually level up here. I'm a little bit behind. Should actually waited for my Garen. We're gonna roll down to 30 and try to get these Garens out. You out for now. There's our 5. Do that. We go down to the 30 as per suggested.
This world needs hope.
Yeah. Front line now. Holding it here, holding the line. Is the other one I need? Morgana? Yeah, right, Morgana. Lame. Mulched and Drag Crest? Wow. But he's nailing it. Full send. No regrets. Okay, then I'm gonna want... that's alright. We'll see. Come on, Garen. I'm gonna do one more roll here just because I have a chance to hit him.
Travel awaits.
Nailed it.
I will not falter.
I bring you out. So now we got our synergy with you two. We're gonna get rid of you. Oh no, I need to keep you. Probably gonna get rid of... Oh, I actually kinda need to keep all you guys, don't I? What's the play here? So I have the 4 of you. I don't need the 4 of you. I kept you for this. We don't need you. Technically, we could keep you. What am I missing here? An Arcanist? Or a Sage? There's our 4 Warden, 3 Exalted still. We can get away from this. We can play an additional Sage. So I'm probably messing around with like that. That seems like a healthy team comp. Let's try that out. Whee! This game's playing itself right now, man. We're gonna put you out immediately for my other Exalted, so I'm actually gonna pull that Zyra. She's getting the boot. Oh, actually we have Morgana here. There's my Sage. Now Zyra's for sure getting the boot. Heyo! We're gonna get her with a Morelos. Oh man, everything's turning up Millhouse. Let's go. Okay, so Zoe's getting the boot. We came, we saw, we conquered. Be gone. Welcome to the team. Wow. Okay, that's lucky. Heyo. Okay. Sell you. Hold on to you guys. Sell you. Go back for reference, because like I shouldn't be looking at this because I'm actually not playing this at all. But here's the thing, guys. Reference right here. This is like a good template. Pay a lot of attention to this. This is like your bread and butter for how you should play your team comp. And your augments. Very good, helpful tool. You can do this for so many different comps, guys. A, S, A, B. Over here is super helpful as well. I have this set to tier 1 right now. All tiers. I have it set to Diamond Plus. If you're looking at your actual augments, try to keep it like one division of where you are to see how everyone else is competing in your lair. But this is showing like your best augments. The higher the number, generally the worse off it performs. Not always, but it's meaning like that has the less performance level on people Diamond Plus right now. Very good, helpful. So this is Mobilytics. That's TFT Academy. I always keep these on my second monitor, which I'll move it over to now. So whenever you're going to be going back to that page again. And we're going to turn this over to game. Hopefully you guys get the proper version here. You guys get a black screen for a second. Let's come back. There it is. You guys should be able to see my shot better now. Okay, so now we're just going to explain what we're doing as we see fit. The reason why I did Exalted is right now I find them extremely powerful. We're playing an extremely powerful carry unit, and we're getting this additional bonus now. Not only on top of that, but we're also getting experience. So I try to play this more often than not if I can fit into a team comp. Am I playing the meta Garen build? No. Do I have to? No. I'm playing to have fun, and what I think is fun is building Exalteds into my team comps. So that's why I came up with this little synergy. This you would never find on a meta page. But we're getting 4 Wardens, we still have a good front line, 3 Sages, very good for Garen, 3 Exalted, experience plus damage, 3 Story Weaver, 2 Arcanists, 2 Ghostly, 2 Porcelain. We're getting a lot of active synergies. This is a very strong and stable team comp, guys. More often than not, if you have a very healthy front line with a lot of synergies in the backline carry, you're going to do very well in this game. You don't always have to play the meta. It's playing to your advantage. when I saw the Exalted, I was like, okay, Sivir's part of like Garen. He can be played with Storyver. Lux is a great backline carry. She's an Arcanist. She can match with Alawi up front. That's what I was thinking. So there's one of my Wardens. Okay, Amumu pairs with Lux. There's another one of my Wardens. And then we're like, oh, Morgana, Sage. If I play Zyra, now I have 2 Sages and 3 Storyweaver. And like, I've had a lot of experience playing these team comps, so that's how I manipulated my board so quickly. I looked at that and I saw, okay, I have lots of synergies here with my actual unit that I'm playing as my carry. And now we have a team comp in our head that we will not stray from, and we'll probably get top 4. Not only because we're playing Garen, like I've seen story champion Garens go bot 4, but because our actual synergies is going to be extremely powerful. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Now we're going to level up with everyone else, and here we're going to get our double ghostly. It's heating up. He's on fire. Okay. We actually want... You're fine there, actually. I just move you, though. That should be alright. I'm going to give you this. Gotta pick up some pairs here quick.
Heart is empty without empathy.
No. Too much work to put into Mythic right now. I mean, I could have moved it out for one of my Wardens, but I get way better synergies from having this ghostly out. So yeah, guys, this won't be the exact tips and tricks video you guys wanted. I've had a couple people ask me, like, hey, give me some tips to get out of gold and silver. I've had people ask me that a lot in the last little bit. I'm only an emerald, like I'm by no means a pro player, but I think I have a general grasp of the idea. I just don't always execute it properly. Which is gonna be, but anyone in any, like sometimes you just don't execute, right? So Haunted House, what I'd be looking at here is I could go to that augment page. Obviously I'm not playing Haunted House, I'm only playing 2 ghostly units, so this doesn't really apply to me. Heroic Grab Big would be good if I was still struggling on my Garen. It's still good if I want to 2-star some of these guys and someone I'm being like highly competitive, like compete against, but we're gonna look at our other options here. Crown Guard, I'm not interested in. Tons of stats. I mean, that's like meh. Teaming up, random 4-cost champion support item. Out of these 3, this would be the best one. But I also get gold here. The 4-cost champion's a gamble. And LDP I absolutely hate. So actually I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go right now of who's my most contested unit. Lux so far. No Alawi's out in the mix right now. Lux. So we're actually going to get our Lux to a 2-star here. Just to make sure we're competitive. And bada bing, bada boom, bada jungle. The thing I like about playing Exalted too is people don't really know how to counter it. When they scout your board, they don't know why you're doing what you're doing at first. Like, oh, this guy's like building so much random stuff. And then by the time they realize, like, oh crap, like he's actually got a pretty good Exalted line, it's too late. You've already hit all your units. If I was scouting this board right now, I'd look at him and be like, oh, that's a pretty crazy team comp. It's doing a lot of damage. Oh, that's handy to have. Okay. Static Shiv's probably pretty clean. I don't have an Ionic Spark. She plays really well with stacks. So I actually probably will play this, even though I want to go Spear Shojin. That's okay. We're in a good standing to pre-level, but I have a really good chance to hit some more units right now, so I'm going to try to just pick up a few.
I want to see everything.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, Lux is going to be kind of bought up. There we go. Next level we're going to push for will be our Nautilus out, and that's pretty much the basics of our team comp until we get our last stage. Bum 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 bum. Oh, hello, Joe. And Sages heal my Garen. That's why I really want to push for that. So yeah, guys, like while we have some downtime, because I can't always articulate things I want to say in a video, because sometimes it just doesn't happen. Starting your team comp, find your best line, pick synergies. Augments, I'd use an augment calculator or like a stat checker, like I'd shown you there on Mobile X. That's just really good for a general understanding. If you're in silver, set it to gold plus. Look at people in your division, what they're playing, what has a good success rate. The lower the number for average placement, the better off it is. The higher number, it's been placing worse. Doesn't mean it's terrible. It might be like, it might fit really well with your synergy. You might be one of those games where it does really well with, but in the average placement across all the games in Gold Plus, it's not doing so well. And then TFT Academy, very good, helpful tool, guys. Like, I can't stress that enough. Guess the unit doesn't matter here. We got Pandora's. So yeah, TFT Academy, guys, like, that's a very good template. Like, I will keep it in the back of my round just in case I'm like, oh, you know, I got these 3 units. I have a really good, like, Teemo start. What can I build around Teemo? Lots of the comps I build don't really fall into that page anymore because I manipulate my boards quite a bit. But it's really good if you're just trying to find, like, hey, what's hot right now? What can I force with these units? That's a very good template, guys. They put a lot of work into that, so show them the love. It's not me. I'm not sponsored. And yeah, just always try to play your strongest line. Synergies work miracles this game. You'll see a lot of meta comps with a lot of active synergies. That's not to say team comps that don't have a lot of synergies. Like, obviously, Umbral doesn't have as many synergies. Still very strong. But if you can activate a lot of synergies with good backline damage, frontline damage, and one good tank, you're off to a really good start. Maybe I'll do another detailed video a little bit later about those pages and, like, you know, things to look for, how to navigate them. But I was trying to do this all really quick on the fly. But now I'm, like, in the point where I need to focus more on my game and make sure that I'm not, like, losing. I'll see if I can point out anything silly on other people's boards. Maybe that might help. That maybe not silly for everybody, but I would find silly. Pre-level this out. There it is. Okay, so if we scouted, that's okay. There's no good examples here. Yeah, everyone's position here is pretty much on point. Okay. I'll give you guys an example after this. After this... Dude, we're crushing it right now. So need to save up, get level 9, and get my freaking Wukong. We're good. So guys, rule of thumb too, try to always keep at least 50 gold. Like, I'm streaking right now, so I'm gonna be making a lot more money. But like, if your board's like dog crap at the beginning of the game, feel free to go on a loss streak. Like, yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of HP, you're gonna be at like 70 health. But the more and more games you get like used to like finding really good team comps, that's 70 health. You can come back from that really quickly if you have a lot of econ. The people that like if you look in this lobby here, not anyone here should be less than 50 gold. Like, some of them are obviously rolling to try to keep up. This is more often, this is like usually the same thing every game. Everyone's at least at 50 gold. Like, the people that are really struggling are usually the people that are going bot 4 because they didn't econ properly. They're either trying to roll and hit units. Like, you'll see somebody that's like rolling trying to hit an Amumu 3 when 3 people are playing Amumu 2, and you know he's never gonna hit that Amumu 3. So it's like, they don't scout. That's another thing too, right? Like, it's like crazy. Scouting is very important, especially early game. Early game, late game, I'd say is the most crucial time. And do it like in the mid game when you have some downtime as well, just to make sure no one's like buying up your units. If, like, say like you're like really close to hitting Lux, and you like just spent 10 gold, you only need 1 Lux and you haven't seen her, start looking on other people's boards and start counting how many Luxes are in the game. So if you're like, oh, they're playing all, okay, so we go like, cool, so we'll champion sample size. I always forget the exact numbers. So champion, CHAMPION, sample size, TFT. Yes. On sports. Is this it? Level 2 to 3. Well, I'm just looking for this, guys. Hold on. Bear with me here. Okay, so 13 champions, 22 of each in the pool. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, if you have Lux and someone's already got her 3-starred, there's a chance you can 3-star yours without duplicators. But if another guy's got 2-star Lux, you'll never be able to 3-star your Lux, even if you have so 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 on your board, 8 on your board. If you had 8 on your board, someone's playing a 2-star Lux, and that guy's playing a, or that doesn't work. If someone's playing a 2-star Lux and that guy's a 3-star Lux, you'll never be able to 2-star your Lux or 3-star your Lux. So always be scouting, make sure you're not like rolling against something that you'll never get. The champion size is on it. You can just look it up online. There's 22 of the 1 costs, 20 of the 2 costs, 17 of the 3 costs, and 4 costs are 10. So often you'll see somebody like say like I'm like, oh, I should probably level up here, eh? Go down to 70 to keep my interest. I'm not even paying attention to this game anymore right now. I just lost too. Really should smarten up. I mean, you're cool. Yeah. This is actually a very good example. I did that so you guys can see. Yeah, so the reason why I stopped there on 4 costs. So say like you're trying to build a 4-star Garen, 3-star Morgana, and you're like you're at 8 and you just can't hit that 9th. Start scouting. Some people, if they see you're trying to 3-star 4 cost, they'll buy 1 or 2 of them just so there's no way you can ever hit that unless you have a greater champion duplicator. That's like very common. So like you'll see somebody like, I'll be like, oh man, I'm so close to my freaking Ornn 4. Or my own 3-star, sorry, and then like you all scout and someone's holding like 1, and that guy's holding 1. I'll never hit it. So the reason why I did this unit here. Sometimes you see this. It's not a spark, it's a debuff, right? We should all know that. Sometimes people will like put this unit over here and it'll be like that. I'm getting no benefit, especially if my backline's AD. You want to keep your casters on the same side as your Ionox Spark. So you see like right now we have like these casters will be hitting people that are affected by the debuff. Obviously she's not, but Lux is. So yeah, always keep your debuffs closer to the units that benefit from them. I really need to this Wukong. You stun me? How dare you? Mid-air to boot. Wow. We gotta get on this Lux. There we go. You couldn't win for the Lux, could you? She was right there, man. That's it. I'll move my units. 15k damage. Garen still gets annihilated. Not on my watch. Another Arcanist. We don't really need that. Trying to think of backline here. Probably would be the... Yeah, that'd be really solid. I'll go for backline damage, even though these would be really good too. The Thieves' Gloves. We're gonna go backline damage here, and we're going to give that to our Lux. Okay. Okay, there. I'm keeping my debuff near my casters so that anyone that's here will be affected. And we are going to pump our board a little bit more. How close am I to being eliminated here? Oh, never mind. I'm not worrying about it. Oh, hello. I'm also keeping the crappy Zyra on the outside. Because if someone played a Lux and they're like, oh, I want to position against this person, they won't be able to hit my Lux until after Zyra's dead. So even if they put their Lux over here, I'm baiting out my crappy unit to the corners. It's a little bit more effective when you can scout properly, when there's less people left in the game. Dude, this Azir, this is the thing that drives me insane about Azir. There we go. Bow, bow, bow. I have a really hard time saying, like, putting a thumbnail on this and be like, hey, tips and tricks. Because it's just like, just play Garen. Okay, so we're not looking for that. I'm gonna look for a tank item here. Ideally, like I'd want like a what is it called? The Vara Palace Stone Plate. No dice, no dice. That'd be good on Morgana. No. No. Ooh, that's probably pretty solid. No hard forces. Ooh, that's not really good for my team comp. That's not bad. I mean, we're getting too close. Take that. That's really solid. There's that for you. I don't think any of these units really benefit from a blue buff. I know Wukong does. We're gonna hold that off for Wukong. We're gonna put it on you. Ew. No, 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 no. Why'd you... Oh yeah, every time you bench unit, I can't move her. Yeah, he's hard stuck on my unit there. These Luxes are killing me right now. Dude, why do you not focus the Lux? She's only one with CC. Crazy. I'm gonna grab you, roll a bit. I should be probably pulling these fire units out of the pool.
I never rest.
We're actually gonna get away from all this garbage. Still need you though. Where'd blue buff go? There it is. She gone. And she died fast. Alright. There we go. Alright, sell that. Here you go, Wukong. Let's give you some of this as well, some love. Gonna grab all you guys. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. Let's grab more. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Man, how many upgrade costs do I have to spend here? That's nuts. Now I need to start scouting so I'll get stuck on this tank again.
Heart is empty without empathy.
Nope, wrong one. I'm so bad at this game. Wow. I had one job. Man, that was silly. Okay, let's look at you. Kind of a terrible spot for you. Unbelievable. On second thought, don't listen to anything I say, guys. I'm terrible. So stick around after this video. I'll show you some of those sites again. I'll show you another leveling guide one that you can look at. So I actually feel like I gave you guys something to take away from this video. Oh man, this is terrible. There we go. Stuck on Annie though. Alright, never mind. Not stuck. There he is. Block that. Alright. So what we're actually going to do is you're not the one I'm actually super concerned about. I'll play it like this. Tuck you in here. Do they have a Lux? You do have a Lux. So we're gonna do it like this, still. Do that. And then last second we're gonna move you in. Yeah, it works. I don't want to be stuck up on this Annie. I want her to go. There we go, yeah. If she's more over here, Garen won't go to her. He'll go to the back line before he goes to her. Just gotta keep her there. Yeah, buddy. Kill her carries. Position matters, guys. Oh no, this isn't good. It's the opposite of good. There we go. Okay, guys, we're gonna quickly go over that page now. Like and subscribe if you want to dip out here. We're gonna go back over to client. We're gonna bring this back over. Ayo. Get off that. And if you guys can see that, so we're going to go over this really, really quickly. You have your augment page. You can type in anything here. So you go to like too much candy, 4.21 higher item, but obviously it's got a 16.2% win rate. There's a lot of stuff like Delta and things like that. Don't pay attention to that stuff yet. That's like when you get higher up in tiers. This is a very good reference. If you're unsure of your augment, you can click on here. It shows you like good silver augments, gold, so on and so forth. TFT Academy. Very good for composing a team comp. I obviously manipulated mine. I don't follow these to the exact T. I like to make my own little versions of them, but it's a good standard, a good template, you might say. Another thing we can look up here is leveling guide TFT. There we go. Cataclysm. I do play Cataclysm, so you guys will see that in there. Turn this off. Turn that off. Okay, Cataclysm. This is a good leveling guide. So this is by Bunny Muffins. I said this in another video. If you are struggling, you're like, okay, I don't have really good econ abilities, right? So you can go into your standard. This is your standard leveling guide. I'll show you your 2, 3, and fast 8 patterns. So it says like, hey, roll on 2-1. Level up on 2-1 green. Do not roll. Yellow's like if you don't roll up on this, you can roll up there. Level 5. 2-5 is when you want to level up. Do not roll. So you're not rolling down. You're just maintaining econ. This is a standard roll guide. Level 6, 3-2 is recommended. Generally, you do not roll on 3-2. If you have a lot of pairs, or if you're low in health and need some pairs, can be anywhere from 10 to 30 gold. Try to maintain that 30 gold, they're saying. Have 20 to 30 gold after leveling. Level 7, level 8. You see people do like fast 8s. This is the guide that they'll normally follow. Give or take a few like levels. Some people manipulate it. Like I like to manipulate it. Fast 9, it shows you a guide here. 2-1, 2-5, 3-2, 4-1. It even says you can go to 3-5 if you're rich at that point, if you ever get an econ augment. 1 cost rerolling, very good standard here. 2 cost, 3 cost, so on and so forth. This guide is also very, very good. This shows you a lot of interesting stuff. And if you don't know about this, tactic tools, there we go. So we're going to look up me. I'm going to have a lot of games here played, guys. So we're going to go to Monkey Bear. I am a nerd, so don't hate on the amount of games I've played. I've played 1,386 games. I'm still an emerald. It shows this is my last 20 games, recent. It'll show you a graph here of how you're performing. So obviously I had like a really good terror spree. Probably tried to make some content. This is probably where I was trying to force a Malphite. Went down, started playing serious again. A lot of yo-yoing, right? You know, your last 20 games to see how you're trending. So obviously it's like, okay, I went 8 second, 8, 7, third, 4th, first. Had a good run there. Dropped to an 8 second. Took a nosedive, second, another nosedive, now starting to push my way back up. This is the important thing. Obviously, because my last game performance is not that hot, this is a very good tool you can use to see how you're performing. So right now, my execution is an S tier. So they're saying that as far as the game goes, my actual overall execution, oh, we don't want that. My execution, click to see more info. Maybe it does show it in here. Flexibility. Execution is calculated based on your expected place with the units and items and how well you perform. Okay, so my execution's good. Flexibility. Grade is based on a variety of units you play and how contested you are on average. So I've had like this changes very often, especially if you do your last 20 games. It's like, so more often than not, I'll be like B's and A's. Obviously my items I've been doing kind of doo-doo with, but I've also been like, did some really weird builds. I've been trying to like pull random stuff off. So items I expected to drop. Augments, am I picking very good augments for the team comps I'm playing? No. Compositions, okay. Econ, terrible. I've been doing a lot of cognitive rerolls though, so that's definitely going to affect that. S executions, obviously the team comps I'm playing, I'm performing very well at the end game of it. And my flexibility. These two right here are the most, well, and econ. I'd say like these are probably the most important for me. But you'll see where you need to work on. I know why I'm failing at these two. I can work on that. Econ is like easy to fix. It's just following those leveling guides and making sure you're rich all game. I've been playing a lot of reroll comps. My econ will suffer. Execution. I'm hitting what I need to hit, and I'm flexible. Flexibility is I look at a board. I'm like, okay, these guys are playing some units I want to play, and they look like they're hard forcing this team of reroll comp. I'm gonna move out of that because I'm also seeing some story reavers over here, and no one's playing story reavers. Or like, hey, everyone else is playing these comps, but Faded's completely open. I will sell my board pretty much if it's early in the game and start picking up the Fades if I'm seeing I'm getting a lot of them in my shop. That's your flexibility. That's like, okay, I'm not playing contested comps. This guy's playing Teemo Reroll and I want to play Teemo Reroll. So I'm going to hard put my foot down, play Teemo Reroll. That's where you're going to lose your flexibility, and you're probably going to lose like ranks as well. Flexibility is like meaning like, hey, what's my best out? Because all these units, they're going to be rolling against the same units as me, and all these other units are wide open. Let's try to build a team comp with these wide open units. That's what these two are my most important in my mind, because I know how to fix all these. These are the two I need to keep my A game on. So these 4 pages, tactics tools, great. Leveling guide by Bunny Muffins, huge. I use this a lot. I used to write this down on a sticky note and slap it next to my monitor in set 9. A version of this. TFT Academy, before like I used to use my cell phone. Great template, guys. Use that. Augments, you'll hear me in videos. I'll be checking stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't know this augment too well. I'm never going to remember, like, in that back of my mind, I'm not like, oh yeah, Cybernetic Bulk is a 4.05 with a 15.1% win rate. I'm never going to remember that. So if I see like 3 dookie options for my augments, I'm going to like be like, okay, let's stat check these quick. Okay, this one has good placements. There's a lot more of a deep dive you can go into your augments, but I'm not going to go over that. Like, again, this is geared for people probably plat and lower. People above around plat and emerald should already be using all these tools. But this was a general outline of things I want to show you. A little bit longer video, guys. Sorry I had to do it in that other game. I was kind of focused on other stuff, but hopefully this helps you. If it does, please give the old thumbs up, thumbs down, like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.